internet was stunned to find out that Ashlee was found dead shortly afterwards. And
Where
even
at?
more shocked that Joe was saying that Ashlee self-deleted herself, that Ashlee did it to herself and took her own life. A friend of Ashlee named Savannah Britt would take to social media and say, "We need justice for my friend Ashlee Jaenae, who was found dead in her hotel."
Oh, hung? That's different, bro. What do you do, YouTube? Look, we live right now. We knocking out videos. Basically, we got my boy Flacco breaking a story on a death that happened to an influencer by the love of her life. So let's check this video out, y'all.
One of the craziest stories I've seen on the internet in a very long time, and it got the entire internet divided. Ashlee Jaenae is an influencer who has went viral for
Oh,
her
she
content
pretty.
around her interracial relationship. She's dating an older white guy as a young black woman, and that's something that people gravitated towards. People like other people who wish to be in their own interracial relationships gravitated towards this. She would often flaunt the extravagant
We know why she was with him. That nigga probably own a basketball team or some shit. They on the floor.
lifestyle that her white boyfriend was able to get for her. And from the outside looking in, they was the perfect couple and she had it made. She was a young black girl in Miami who was able to
She
bag
pretty
a
as
hedge
hell.
fund manager. Her boyfriend was Joe
Hedge fund.
McCann. He describes himself as a technology executive. He's a hedge fund manager. He owns his own company. So the
Told
dude
you.
had a lot of money.
Told
And
you.
from the outside looking in, he was taking care of her and giving her a lot of that money. Even though there was no evidence to the contrary that they was
Hey, when you got that money, that shit ain't nothing. Oh, why you gotta buy a girl? Nigga, I got the money to shit. The little 10,000 a month she asking for, nigga. Nigga, I make 100, nigga. She can have that 10. That's how two, nigga.
a loving, devoted couple who was committed to each other and loved each other. People always had a bad feeling about this guy, Joe McCann, and her comment section would actually prove that. Now, it's unclear if these are just people commenting because, they disagree with interracial relationships or
That's
if
all
they
it
knew
is.
something that Ashlee and the rest of us didn't know. About 18 weeks ago, one user commented under a picture of her and Joe, and they wrote, "He is going to harm you, get out." 19 weeks ago, another user commented under a picture of her and Joe, and they wrote, "What a dummy. He will kill you, one the slave owner." Now, this person
Nah, that's OD. But the first one is like, yeah, what do you know? I don't know.
don't really seem like they had any type of like foresight or they knew any information about Joe. It just seems like hate, which obviously we detest and disavow.
Yeah, it's hate. Once that mug ain't got no profile picture, hold on, let me get out the way. Hold on, so y'all can see. Once that mug ain't got no profile picture, it's like, I don't believe you, because you ain't got the courage to speak up.
Completely. But people had a bad vibe about this dude and people were expressing it to her, but it didn't really seem like she was too concerned. About a week and a half ago,
He paying the
Ashlee
bills.
and Joe went to this beautiful island in Africa called Zanzibar. They went there for vacation, but Joe had other plans for Ashlee. Joe had plans on proposing to Ashlee in Zanzibar,
Oh,
and when they got there, Joe proposed, and we've seen everything play out on social media.
I don't know why the hell this line ain't got no lease or nothing. See, I already doing white people shit. He don't even care. Oh yeah, he was going stupid in there. No disrespect.
The engagement was also a birthday surprise for her as well because she turned 31 years old in
Oh, she ain't young. She look fine for 31. She don't even look her age.
Zanzibar, and she posted her birthday pictures on April 5th. Right? Again, it looks like she was very happy to be in Zanzibar. She was very happy to be turning
My
31.
bad, we got the
The
way
caption
Flacco.
for the post says, "Chapter 31, and I'm exactly where I need to be." She's feeding giraffes on her
I see look.
birthday. It looks like life couldn't get any much better for Ashlee, which is why the internet is absolutely stunned to find out that after Ashlee got engaged, after Ashlee was feeding giraffes, after Ashlee was talking about how life couldn't get any much better for her at this point,
What
and
happened?
that she's just turned 31 and she's exactly where she wants to be, After Ashlee expressed how grateful she was for life, the internet was stunned to find out that Ashlee was found dead shortly afterwards. And
Where
even
at?
more shocked that Joe was saying that Ashlee self-deleted herself, that Ashlee did it to herself and took her own life. A friend of Ashlee named Savannah Britt would take to social media and say, "We need justice from our friend Ashlee Jaenae, who was found dead in her hotel
Ooh. Hung? That's different, bro.
in Tanzania. And her fiance, Joe McCann, claims that she hung herself. Anyone who knows Ashlee knows she would
But Clan is crazy. Clan, I'm just like,
never do this. We need answers now. Officials did confirm that Ashlee was found unresponsive in her hotel room by Joe. So Joe found her unresponsive, and Joe is claiming that she did this to herself. But if Joe and Ashlee is on vacation, then why was Joe
why
gone
you
long
gone?
enough to where Ashlee would be able to do this? To me, that doesn't make sense, all right? And if this person was in the mind state where they were going to do this, I feel like there would have been clear-cut signs. But her family is saying this is not even possible, right? And I'll be real, social media
Fuck that. And I ain't even gonna lie. Why the hell she need to offer herself? Nigga, she got a rich goddamn millionaire. I ain't gotta work a day in my life. I can just be the influencer. I get paid for being the influencer, and you pay my bills too. And I'm married to you. Fuck, I'm taking my life for it. Life is good.
right now isn't buying this story either.
Okay, so at this point, let's just go ahead and lock up Joe and everybody else that believe his story, because you cannot for a second get me to believe that this woman hung herself.
I think he Homer Simpson her ass. I feel like he probably had an insecure moment, and then somebody was trying to talk to her. You know, feel me? He was enraged by her response or some shit. Or she was in her black woman phase, nigga speaking up for herself. He didn't like that shit. Let me check this. I think it was one of those. So what you think it was? Either he got an insecure moment, nigga, she was entertaining somebody. He didn't like that, try to check her ass. Or he said some shit that was doing something and she spoke up. She put that African woman, the rebuttal of a black woman. Hmm. Ain't no setting no black woman up. Hmm.
If you have not seen the news yet, this lady here is Ashlee Jaenae. She's 31. She's an influencer. She has a very large following on Instagram. I'm not sure if she has a
Shorty look
TikTok
about
page. If she
19,
does,
20.
please tag it in the comments. This woman was in Tanzania for her 31st birthday. While they were there, he proposed to her. Somewhere along the lines of that proposal and the rest of that day, they got into an argument, according to him. They slept in separate rooms. That's where it starts to not click for me. They got into an argument after the proposal. Now, he's claiming that he went into her room and found her unresponsive. The family's claiming that he waited 2 days before he even called the authorities or the
2
family
days?
to let them know what was going on. So he wants everybody to believe that he just walked in there and found her unconscious. He's claiming that she hung herself.
Yeah. I think you lied too because if I just engage with you and we beefing, I still get to sleep in the bed. She just ain't gonna give me no box. Y'all girl done cuss y'all out and you done slept in the same bed. Fuck, we sleeping in sleeping rooms. We fight every fucking day. Fuck, we get separate rooms for. She gonna yell at me, I'm gonna turn the TV up like a motherfucker. She gonna yell at me, I'm gonna put one of these bitches in.
She's in a foreign country on her birthday. She just got proposed to. According to the family, she is full of life. She's very positive and everything, but somewhere along the lines of this entire vacation, she hung herself. This is what he wants people to believe.
On vacation?
I'm not buying it. Lock him up and everybody else that believes his story.
It's unclear if him waiting 2 days is confirmed, but what is confirmed is, yes, they did have an argument according to Joe. They went their separate ways. He goes to another room. She's in the room they booked. They don't speak, according to Joe, for a while. He comes back.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now.
Come on, man.
To check up on her because he hasn't heard from her. He finds her unconscious and unresponsive. I don't know too many people, especially too many Americans, who's waiting to go to Africa and to do that to themselves, bro.
On their birthday.
I'm thinking that if somebody will want to do that to themselves, it'll be somewhere like right and familiar. I don't think
it would be at fucking home. I just got a trip to Africa. My birthday, I just turned 31. Come on.
that young woman is saying, hey, I'm in Africa where my family is nowhere around me.
Come on.
I have nobody around me that knows me other than this man who I'm currently beefing with and arguing with. Let me do this to myself in a foreign land. I just don't think that's plausible at all. I don't. I do think something nefarious took place here. And the family also thinks so too, because the family released the full statement, and here what they had to say. The family statement writes, Ashlee Robinson was on what should have been one of the happiest trips of her life, a birthday celebration in Zanzibar, Africa. Ashlee's birthday was April 5th. She just turned 31. Surrounded by beauty, love, and wildlife, she became engaged during a safari, an unforgettable moment that marked the start of a future she was excited to build. She and her fiance, Joe McCann, was staying in a luxury villa at the Zori Zanzibar, continuing what we believe was her dream trip. But just days later, that dream turned into our family's worst nightmare. Ashlee was found unconscious in her villa and was rushed to a local hospital where her death was confirmed hours later. Nothing about this loss feels real. One moment she was celebrating love and life in truly Ashlee fashion, and the next she was gone. The suddenness, the unanswered questions, and the distance from home have made this tragedy even more overwhelming for our family. At this time, there is an active investigation into the circumstances surrounding Ashlee's suspicious passing. Although we have many questions, we are placing our trust in the officials in Zanzibar and are working closely with them as we seek clarity and answers. I'll be real, bruh, with family right now. If you trust African authorities, the police,
I was just gonna say that shit. Them niggas ain't no goddamn shit as at Miami. They might. I don't know. I don't think their technology like that. You know what I mean? Shit.
Police in Africa. If you trust the police in Africa to prosecute and to seek answers in the death of your daughter that involves a really, really, really wealthy white man, you're out of your mind, bro. All right. I'm African myself, and I'm here to tell you right now, bro, these African officials are corrupt, and they going with whatever the rich white man got to say, bro. Y'all got to hire a private investigator.
Nigga, I pay you $750,000, nigga. Throw that shit on the road. Unknown. Come on, bro. They do that money make you do shh.
Officials ain't doing a goddamn thing. But
you see that money made her jump on the pink. See what that money do to them.
Goes, Ashlee was deeply loved. She was vibrant, full of life, and has so much ahead of her. Our family is completely devastated, and we appreciate the prayers and compassion we have received as we navigate the unimaginable loss. We respectfully ask that any information not directly provided by our family be treated as an unverified and not considered factual at this time. This is where the story takes a turn, and it turns into a gender war. So some black men are going back and finding her social media posts and conduct, and they're saying, hold on. Based off what we found belonging to Ashlee, her death ain't our issue. It ain't our business. We is minding our business and staying out of it. I don't want to go as far as saying they're celebrating her death because of these posts.
Every day black man wake up and find new ways to embarrass us. That is kind of OD. Because you just throwing race on it. Man, don't you know every race do the same shit? Is this lust? Every race do it. Every man do it that hasn't conquered lust. That's all.
But they're not really too sad or showing any type of remorse or sympathy for her because of these posts. So one post, Ashlee wrote, every day black men wake up and find new ways to embarrass us. In another post, Ashlee says that, that she's been wanting mixed kids since the 3rd grade. She would write, I
ain't gonna lie, I've been on the same thing. It's just something about that hair, bro. It's something about the complexion. I've been saying the same shit. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I've been saying since the 3rd grade my children will be mixed. Laugh my A off. In another post, and this appears to be an Instagram comment, Ashlee will write, "Oh, brother, I see 305 in your bio. Let's talk about all the Miami men, not the white ones, though." Again, she says, "Let's talk about all the Miami men, not white. Beating their women still. Or is that too touchy? Go live your life while I live mine." In response to these posts resurfacing, one user says, "The woman that died explicitly excluded pink men from committing this kind of violence."
Facts.
That's the point. Somebody says, "Oh my damn." Somebody says, "It gets worse." Shaking my head. This MF basically said white men don't beat or harm women. LOL. Couldn't believe my eyes when she said this, shaking my head. Somebody says, "Yikes." Somebody says, "Yikes, but still not right." Right? So, and if you go on social media right now, you hear the discourse of, man, why should we feel bad because of this? Why should we feel bad? You feel me? She ain't rock with black men. She ain't like us. She was online disparaging us and saying,
Why we feel bad? Because life has been taken. You know, we all want justice, man. Just because somebody say something, that's what she like. Some black men like white women, Spanish, Puerto Rican. Who cares? That's what you like. That's what you like. Don't care. I'm not Dr. Umar shit. I like all flavors. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm looking for some Spanish shit right now.
mean things about us. Why should we feel sorry? Now, this same argument was here when that dude who was murdered by his white woman in the elevator, that dude, when his death went viral and people went back and found his extremely anti-black women posts on Twitter, on Facebook, everywhere, people say, you know what? Well, black women say, you know what? We staying out of this one. This dude did not like black women at all.
He didn't?
Now with this Ashlee post, for like her comment was directed towards somebody else commenting on her post. Her saying she always wanted mixed babies since the 3rd grade, things like that. Fine. All I can say is I'm still going to pray for this family. I'm still going to seek justice for this woman. I'm still not going to hold this against her. She's dead. I feel like death is the ultimate redemption. Once you pass away, I feel like you should be forgiven
Redemption
for a lot of what you do. Again, not all now. All right. If you was touching babies, if you was murdering people when you pass away, bruh, hey man, ain't no forgiving that, man. But for things like this, silly things like this, man, you should be forgiven in your death. But y'all let me know in the comments.
A lot of hell she gotta get forgiven because she said something. That's what she want. That's how I don't get that. Oh, you said some words that offended somebody or community. Who cares? That's how she felt. You gonna change somebody how they think and how they feel? Everybody got different opinions and thoughts. Can't get mad because somebody think like that.
Section, what do you guys think, man? Are you guys holding this
Ain't none of our damn business. Shit. Every couple do this shit. It could have been a black on black couple. Could have been a white on white couple. Every race has in the has off their spouse. A white man has off did a white woman. A black has did a black woman. The Spanish has did a Spanish. Poland, whatever the hell. Spanish. Different races have, yeah, for real. Come on. All this is I don't know what it is, bro. What would make me do something to the girl that I just proposed to? I had to get really in my feelings. What? One, I had to get hella jealous. Either you liking some niggas' pictures, or you just get a FaceTime out of nowhere from a dude. Or I see you react to a dude, or you ain't stopped the dude from flirting with you. Yeah, I can get enraged. You feel me? Oh shit. We get to arguing, fighting, and you call me out my name, boop, 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 boop. You know, black women when they they argue to hurt you. You feel me? So we don't know what happened. And that's the crazy thing about it. So I'm seeing negative video. Y'all tell me y'all opinions. That's